Picture this. You're in the middle of the ocean. Your ship is leaking. You're out of supplies. And you're a pirate. No help is coming. No lifeboats, no distress signals, just wood, nails, and salt water. So how did pirates survive this? How did they fix a ship while floating in the ocean? Welcome to one of the most insane survival hacks in maritime history. Stick around because this is the true story of how pirates stopped their ships from sinking, using nothing but brains, bravery, and barrels. And hey, if you love dangerous sea stories, forgotten hacks, and real pirate life, subscribe now so you don't miss a drop. Most pirate disasters started the same way. A strange sound, a sudden shift, a splash. One day the hull is tight, the next it groans. Water trickles in like a whisper. Then suddenly, it's everywhere. In old wooden ships, leaks were a way of life. Wood expands, it cracks, the sea pushes back. And when you're far from land, every drop counts. So the moment pirates spotted a leak, they had to act fast. Step 1, find the breach. Step 2, slow it down. Buckets were everywhere. Pirates didn't wait. They scooped, tossed, scooped again. It was a race between man and sea. Now came the real work, plugging the hole. Pirates didn't have epoxy or sealants. What they had were sails, tar, rope, and sheer willpower. They used oakum, a mix of old rope fibers and tar, to stuff into the cracks. Sometimes they'd shove wool, cloth, or even bread into leaks to slow the flow before a real fix. Then they nailed in wooden wedges, slapped on pitch, and prayed to the sea gods. A few smart crews even used lead sheets hammered over holes from the inside. It was messy, smoky, sticky, but it bought them time. When patching wasn't enough, pirates turned to brute force. They used bilge pumps, hand-powered suction machines, to push water back into the sea. But when those failed, it was back to buckets. Constant bailing, day and night. Sometimes they repurposed barrels, turning them into temporary flotation for damaged sections. Ropes tied across beams, makeshift rafts inside the ship. Anything to keep the ship floating long enough to reach land. This wasn't sailing, this was survival. Believe it or not, pirates sometimes fix leaks from the outside while still sailing. This trick was called fathering. They'd take a sail, coat it in thick grease or dung, and drag it under the ship's hull. As it passed over the hole, the pressure of water would suck the fabric inward, sealing the leak from the outside. Yes, pirates were literally bandaging their ship from the ocean side. Gross? Yes. Genius? Also yes. Every pirate crew had a secret weapon, the ship's carpenter. He wasn't just a woodworker. He was the heart surgeon of the ship. Using adzes, handsaws, chisels, and nails, the carpenter could rebuild hull planks, reframe busted beams, or even replace a rudder mid-voyage. Carpenters knew the ship better than anyone. When water rushed in, they didn't panic. They measured. They kept wooden boards pre-cut for emergencies. They knew where to reinforce, how to bend timbers, and how to plug gaps with just the right grain. A good carpenter meant the difference between going home or going under. Sometimes, nothing worked. The ship kept sinking. When that happened, pirates had one final option: lighten the load. They threw over cannons, crates, even treasure, anything to buy buoyancy. And then they prayed. Stories tell of pirates rowing barrels under their ship as flotation, of men clinging to planks, of ships held together with sails, spit, and stubbornness. And sometimes it worked. A leaking ship could limp to shore, barely, but enough to live. So the next time you're on a cruise, sipping your iced drink, watching the horizon, just remember the pirates. No engine, no radio, no steel, just wood, fire, sweat, and brilliance. They didn't give up. They didn't sink easy. They fought the sea with tools, barrels, and brains. And most of the time, they made it. If you enjoyed this tale of grit and genius, subscribe to Deep, because we've got more pirate hacks, survival history, and unbelievable sea stories on the way. Comment below, what could you fix a sinking ship with a rope, a nail, and a prayer? Thanks for watching, and may your deck stay dry.